the next function is what? Cosh 80, right? We've been able to transform sin 80. We got what? A all divided by s squared minus a squared. And we said, without solving, the transform of cosh 80 becomes what? X all divided by s squared minus what? A squared, right? But the way we are going to solve for cosh 80, we are using the shortcut, or you say the faster method, right? I said you'll be using the shortcut, or you say you are using the easiest method, right? Meaning, the way you found the Laplace transform of sin 80, it works for this also. But we want to see the other way we can solve it. Now, question given: find the Laplace transform of cosh 80. When we say find the Laplace transform of cosh 80, meaning integral from 0 to infinity cosh 80 multiplying exponential negative st dt, right? Any question on this? All right. Now from here, note, we've seen that sin 80 is equals to 1 over 2 all into bracket exponential 80 exponential all raised to the power of 80 minus exponential all raised to the power of what? Negative 80. The same way we have the same way we express sin 80 in terms of exponential, we are also going to express cosh 80 in terms of exponential, meaning we have cosh 80 is equals to 1 over 2 all into bracket exponential all raised to the power of 80 plus exponential all raised to the power of negative 80. So both of them are similar. The difference is that for sin 80 it takes negative, cosh 80 it takes what? Plus. Now, usually, or what I would have done here, just like the way I did for sin 80, I would have substituted this. Say this is equation 1, right? I would have substituted equation 1 into my what? Integral function, right? It becomes what? Integral from 0 to infinity 1 over 2 all into bracket exponential all raised to the power of 80 plus exponential all raised to the power of negative 80 multiplying exponential negative st dt. Then from here I solve my integration, then obtain my what? Answer. But what I'll be doing here, I said I'll be using the short method to solve this. Now, since we already know that cosh 80 is equals to 1 over 2 all into bracket exponential all raised to the power of 80 plus exponential all raised to the power of negative 80. Meaning, if you are writing Laplace transform of cosh 80, you see the same thing as you writing the Laplace transform of 1 over 2 exponential all raised to the power of 80 plus exponential all raised to the power of negative 80, right? Meaning they are equivalent. Meaning this guy, say this is equation 1, say this is 2. Meaning 1 and 2, they are equivalent. Now, I would have found the Laplace transform of cosh 80, right? Following this process, right? Now, let's find the Laplace transform of this. Since I said both of them are equivalent, meaning that what we have here, you see the same thing as you writing 1 over 2, the Laplace transform of exponential all raised to the power of 80 plus exponential all raised to the power of negative 80, right? 1 over 2 all into bracket the Laplace transform of exponential all raised to the power of 80 plus the Laplace transform of exponential all raised to the power of negative 80, then close your bracket. Any question on this? Any question on this? All right. What we did here is the property of Laplace. We've just implemented the properties of Laplace. And what property of Laplace is saying is that when we have a Laplace function combined, you can take the Laplace of the individual function. You can take the Laplace of the individual function. That's the first property. The second property is telling you that you can factor out constant from the function, then take the Laplace. Meaning, in this case, what's your constant? 1 over 2. We factor out 1 over 2. Then we are taking the Laplace of this first function and this second function. right? Now let's answer this. What's the Laplace transform of exponential 80? Back to your table. What do you have? Back to your table. What do you have? What's the Laplace transform? The Laplace transform of this, what do you have? 1 over x. The Laplace transform, alright, that's correct. The Laplace transform of exponential always power of 80, what do you call it? 1 over x minus a. You know, in this case, I'm having exponential negative 80. It becomes what? Plus. But in this case, I'm having what? Exponential always power of 80, meaning minus, vice versa. Meaning, I'm having what? 1 over 2, all into bracket, 1 over x minus a, right? Plus, what is the Laplace transform of this? 1 over x plus a, right? Now, take LCM. I then have 1 over 2, all into bracket. You know, this is also a difference of 2 square, meaning s minus a, right? S plus a, close your bracket. This divided by this, you'll be left with what? S plus a, multiplying 1, s plus a, right? Plus this divided by this, you'll be left with what? X minus a, multiplying 1, x minus a. Open your bracket. I have 1 over 2 all into bracket, s plus a plus x minus a, difference of 2 square, s square minus a square. You observe that a cancel out. I'm left with what? 1 over 2 all into bracket 2x all divided by s square minus a square. 2 cancel out. Therefore, the Laplace transform of cosh 80 is equals to what? S all divided by s square minus a square. Can you see what we just did? Instead of going through all the whole process, substituting sin 80, substituting cosh 80 as this function, then multiplying to find our integral function, we can obtain it this way. We can actually find the Laplace this way. Now, can you see what I said previously? I said this is the easiest way, or you say the faster method. So also note that it works vice versa. For the first one, which was what? Sin 80. You can use the same way we found the transform of sin 80. You can use this idea. You are still going to get this, right? The same way we found sin 80, you can also use it to find cosh 80. You still get the same thing. So whatever method you want to use, it is your choice. You definitely get the same thing. Alright, back to your table. What do you have? F of t equals to cosh 80. What's the answer? X all divided by s square minus a square, right? Any question on this? All right, the last one is what? When f of t is equals to t raised to the power of n.